American Telecom Corporation, headquartered in Greensboro, North Carolina, was organized and incorporated in the state of Arizona in 1987 as a telecommunications systems integrator.
Our high level of expertise is achieved because of employees that basically have the background pretty much like my own. Project managers, technicians, engineers, and management types have all come from the Bell environment. They've all spent the minimum amount of time with ex-Bell companies of 25 years. These individuals' experience exceeds 350 years, and they're very qualified to handle voice, data, or any telecommunication needs.
My prime responsibility is customer satisfaction by keeping the lines of communications open between departments until each and every project is completed. Everyone at American Telecom Corporation works together to ensure that our vision is more than just words on paper. We commit to these values to guide our decisions and behaviors. Respect to individuals, dedication to helping customers, the highest standards of integrity, innovation, and teamwork.
As a contractor, it's a pleasure working with ATC. We perform a high standard of work, and they expect a high standard of work. And there's no hassles. The jobs are started. There's no delays. When we get done, everybody's happy, and it's just everything is just it's routine. It's just good to work for a company that is well run.
One of the things that American Telecom can do is to tie together major projects that may encompass a variety of communications disciplines such as voice, data, video conferencing, a lot of the things that are coming up on new technologies. Now, one of our challenges is to be able to provide them with a variety of materials and equipment to do that, and help them integrate those into a full operating system for the end user.
We at Tataran are very excited about our relationship with American Telecom and some of the successes that we've had with them in such a short time. Successes to include the Marine base at Cherry Point, North Carolina, Coast Guard base at Elizabeth City, North Carolina, and the Pensacola Naval Hospital. Another thing that impressed me about American Telecom was a wealth of experience in the employees. Diverse background of people from AT&T, Bell, GTE, many other manufacturers of PBX systems. So there's a high level of expertise and professionalism is evident within this company. What Tataran is looking for in a dealer is a dealer who's committed to not only sales but support after the sale. Technicians who understand the product, as I said, trainers who can train on the product, who can actually teach the end user how to use a product, companies with the financial stability and the growth potential to grow with us as a company.
The greatest thing about doing business with American Telecom Corporation is that we are a one-stop shop. No matter what your telecommunication needs are, we can handle it from start to finish.
We are here on location in Florida at the Kennedy Space Center. American Telecom Corporation has just completed installation of a fiber optic distribution system for the utilization of voice, tracker camera control, range safety, and other data circuitry. This project is being implemented to satisfy data requirements of the Johnson Space Center and the Kennedy Space Center for tracking the space shuttle's return to Earth for NASA. As a subcontractor assisting American Telecom Corporation in this high-tech installation, we found them to be professional, reliable, and knowledgeable in the field of communications, from site preparation to installation and service.
American Telecom Corporation is an 8A certified minority business enterprise company. The advantages of doing business with a minority SBA 8A certified contractor is speed of award, the possibility for sole source procurements, vastly reduced paperwork, red tape, and 8A award contractor remains as long as the contractor is in the 8A program.
Our people here at American Telecom Corporation are very sensitive to your needs. If there is an emergency, one thing is for sure, we will expedite your quote.
American Telecom Corporation primary SIC code is 4813, as well as numerous other SIC codes, such as 4812, 1731, and others that can be supplied on demand. American Telecom Corporation is qualified to engineer, furnish, install, and test, as well as maintain large, complex communication systems.
Today's end user, especially in that federal marketplace, is looking for something more than just the furnishing of equipment. In a great many instances, they're looking for engineering services to make sure they get the best product, the most current product. They want it furnished. They also want it installed and tested and turned up, so to speak. And that's something, the part of it that the American Telecom offers.
Not only do we provide reliable telecommunication systems for voice and data requirements, we also provide a comprehensive end-user training program. That program includes hands-on user training for digital telephones, single-line telephones, operator consoles, telemanagement systems, voicemail, DDM 100s, DDM 2000s, or any communication products that we install.
In addition to their EFI&T division, American Telecom Corporation, as a stocking distributor, offers a furnish-only division. Also, they offer an enhanced services division. This division includes a broad range of specialized products and services, from voicemail to enhanced 911 systems.
We are fully aware that most of our customers are in need of communications that deal with life-saving information. That information must be 100% reliable. System reliability and adhering to security regulations are paramount concerns to us here at American Telecom Corporation. Our knowledge and expertise has been taken to task on several DoD military installations and federal agencies in terms of communication solutions.
Here at the nation's capital is where the government makes a lot of its telecommunications buying decisions. Fortunately, American Telecom was selected by White House Communication Agency to provide AT&T secure equipment for presidential travel.
In addition to serving the White House Communications Agency, ATC provides state-of-the-art communication requirements for many government departments. Here are just a few. A complete list describing the projects is available.
American Telecom Corporation was selected by the Department of Agriculture to design, install, and test its first fiber optic transmission system that would consolidate nationwide payroll information into one centralized location, utilizing a personal computer. The system was designed using AT&T channel banks and DDM 1000 multiplexers. This makes the system 100% fault tolerant and fully redundant.
This is American Telecom Corporation on site in Havelock, North Carolina. This is a Naval Aviation Depot. We are installing data on voice wires throughout this building here and on 3 other sites. We are connecting both the data and the PBX system with T1s to the base, and each building will run through the base and also be interconnected. This is a Coral 3 switching equipment. It's made by Tataram. This is your cards in here. This is the brains of the operation. The box on top is a power rectifier. It takes 110 AC voltage down to a DC voltage, and this is what powers the Coral 3. These are the 110s, and this is our wires coming, our pigtails coming from the Coral 3 to the 110s. From there, they are cross-connected to the station wire. And from there, they go back out to your individual telephones.
We're standing here at the Naval Computer and Telecommunications Command here in Washington, D.C. This command is basically tasked with making the final decision on large telecommunications switching purchases. American Telecom was awarded a contract with this command to reinitialize, retest, and install an AT&T 5ESS telephone system recovered from the Subic Bay, Philippines.
American Telecom Corporation is a prime contractor for the U.S. Navy to put a state-of-the-art telephone system, which will be a number 5 ESS from AT&T. What you see behind me is a cable reel with 1,800 pair cable on it. This base has approximately 200 buildings that will be fed from this type of cable right here through manholes all over. There are probably 50 manholes on the base. And at each location, this cable will be spliced and then taken into smaller cables into the buildings. Now, this point that we are now will be the splice point for the whole base. The cable here will go in through these holes into a room, and then they will be spliced, and each cable will have 18 100-pair cables from it going into the mainframe. At this time, they're only going to use 4 of the cables instead of the 8. The other 4 will be used at a later date. This location here at Jacksonville Naval Air Station will feed 2 remote sites. One of them is a hospital on this base about a half a mile from here. The other one is a Naval Air Station at Mayport, which is 37 miles from here. But this is the host location, and those are the 2 remotes, and they will be fed from this location. What you see behind me is the main distribution frame for this location here in Jacksonville. There's a horizontal side and a vertical side. The cable that you saw outside, 1,800 pair cable, will be spliced into 100 pair cables and then brought into this side of the frame. Each one of these verticals takes care of 600 pair cable. And the other side of the frame, the horizontal side, will be feeding back to the switch. Now, when all the cables are in, then this side will be cross-connected to that side to complete the connection for the whole base. American Telecom Corporation has a prime contract to install this switch you see here. This switch originally was at the Subic Bay Naval Air Station in the Philippines, and when the Philippine government took over that operation, they took this switch out to use it at a location, and it's been determined this will be the location that's going to be used. Now, as you can see, we're just in the very beginning stages of the installation of this switch. Well, all the cabling has to be done yet, and the power room that you saw all has to be installed. Now, to my left are the remote sites that you saw, Mayport and the hospital here on this base. These systems here will be installed over in those 2 locations and will work off of this host station. American Telecom Corporation has a prime contract to install a state-of-the-art telephone system here at Mayport Naval Air Station in northern Florida. This behind me is the telephone switch that's existing now and has been for probably 25 years. It has done its job, but it's an antiquated system, and the new one will be state-of-the-art. The room has been built directly in front of me here to house the new telephone switch. And when we get through, it'll be brand new equipment in a brand new room to take all of this away. Although both of these locations will have approximately 3,000 telephones each, the hospital will have 1,000 alone. So there'll be 4,000 over at the Jacksonville Naval Air Station and approximately 3,000 here.
This is American Telecom Corporation on location at the Elizabeth City Coast Guard Air Station in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. What we're doing here is we're implementing a public address system. This system will provide pickup, amplification, distribution, and reproduction of voice and audio program materials. Also, while we're here, we'll be implementing various exterior and interior speakers in the hundreds. The paging system included these huge clusters or speaker array. The Coast Guard had to assure all emergency announcements were heard over the sometimes deafening sounds of aircrafts. However, they had a problem with hanging a 1-ton speaker system over the top of a $20 million helicopter. ATC engineered a fail-proof system to ensure the clusters would never damage or injure personnel or aircrafts. This was a real challenge. However, we here at American Telecom Corporation are accustomed to implementing changes to satisfy our customers.
Here we are in the switch room at the Coast Guard Support Center in Elizabeth City, where we are installing a Tataran Coral system to replace the existing Northern Telecom SL1 system. The Tataran system is 100% ISDN compatible and also allows for the inclusion of T1s without the need for a separate channel bank. Here you see the existing SL1 switch. This was installed back in 1980 and has been, at this point, been providing service problems, which brings us to why we're bringing a new switch online. Here you see the new MDF, which we have just completed installing. And next to that, we are connecting to AT&T gas protection, which allows us to provide security for both the end user and also for the switch. Here are the shelves inside the Coral switch. Specifically, notice the conference card and T1 card. The conference card allows for conferencing abilities without the need for separate, often expensive equipment. The T1 card allows the switch to provide this service without a need for a separate channel bank.
In this age of high-speed information, fiber optics is becoming very popular. American Telecom Corporation can design a fiber optic system that will allow transmission of high-speed voice, video, and data. American Telecom Corporation is a pioneer in the engineering, design, installation, and testing of fiber optic backbone systems.
This is another one of the 10 closets here at the VA hospital here in Fayetteville. This closet's a little bit farther along. They actually have fiber here that's already working the computers out in people's offices. Like I say, you have your pole box, you have your computer box, your fiber box here that's we do our terminations on, except for they already have jumpers. These orange cables here are fiber cables. It's still fiber optic cable. It's jumpered. It's going up to here to our hub stack. The hub stack is where it breaks down the light information. It can be transmitted through copper and received through copper category 5, which goes out to the computers and stuff throughout the hospital. The VA Medical Center switch room. This is Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I have 2 splicers on site that are beginning splicing some fiber optic. We have plenty of people in the field that's got many, many years background at this. Like I say, it's not something you learn overnight. It's a very time-consuming and lengthy process. You don't just stick 2 pieces of glass together and expect it to work. It takes hours to do maybe 1 cable, and it's not something you can rush. You have to just take your time with it. The reason why we're here is we're converting from the old Ethernet system to updated quality fiber optics. It's much faster. We'll handle a whole lot more incoming and outgoing transmissions, and it's just the upgraded thing that's going to be here for years and years to come, if you ever see anything any better than fiber optics. Today's technology is moving more and more towards fiber. American Telecom has any and all technology and available equipment for your needs for today and into the future. We've inserted all of our fibers in the back of our patch panel, and before we plug them into equipment, we use an OTDR, which is roughly in the 50 grand range, and it tests all of our fibers for dB loss or any imperfections, cuts, or light loss on the cable. It pretty much guarantees that the cable will work and work to its utmost specifications.
In addition to installing this huge fiber optic distribution system at the VA hospital in Fayetteville, North Carolina, American Telecom Corporation reconfigured and rewired the head and equipment and installed additional channels to the existing MATV system. Other federal hospitals that have utilized the services of American Telecom Corporation are the VA hospitals in Salisbury, North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, and West Palm Beach, Florida. It's here at the C&D Canal that American Telecom Corporation performed a mammoth fiber optic installation for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. American Telecom Corporation installed this console with monitors, enabling the canal personnel to view ship traffic by way of cameras strategically located along the canal. These cameras, switching devices, and monitors are connected by approximately 40 miles of fiber optic cable, rendering a perfect view of the canal. The U.S. Navy Trident submarine base in Kings Bay, Georgia, was the location for ATC to engineer, furnish, install, and test a base-wide integrated telecommunications system consisting of upgrading an AT&T 5ESS central office telephone switch system. Naval Security relied on ATC to install a PC-based enhanced 911 system. The FAA relies on American Telecom Corporation for various communication requirements at airports around the United States.
037 Uniform Greensboro Tower, taxi in the positions, runway 32 and hold.
I'm Director of Technical Services for Enhanced Systems Incorporated. I am installing a system at the Naval Hospital, Pensacola for American Telecom Corporation. The Hello system is an interactive voice response system in use by the military at large for the filling of patient prescription refill requests. Hello is the most frequently used system in the military prescription refill interactive voice response market.
The Federal Bureau of Prisons have also secured American Telecom Corporation to furnish all labor, equipment, and materials to modify various security communication systems. American Telecom Corporation works closely with other 8A companies for the installation of video teleconferencing systems, distance learning, local and wide area networks. American Telecom Corporation takes special pride in the quality components and precise, neat workmanship that is incorporated into all their LANs and WANs system installations.
The two most important aspects of any project are on time and within budget. American Telecom Corporation has an excellent track record. Give us the opportunity to bring your project on time and within budget.